Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well and teach this truth with all honesty and sincerity. Salutations to you brothers around the four corners of the earth that push this truth with all honesty and sincerity with great diligence to wake up the hopeful elect of Israel. Double shalom to you, Akim, that come looking like the heathen, but you are in fact of the stock of Israel, pursuant to Jeremiah 12 and 9. Being the speckled bird Israelites, they come in all forms and shades of brown through the father's lineage of the nation of Israel. Shalom to the few, sincere Akwatim that listen and learn in silence, playing your creation role as the Lord commanded you to, which is in all silence and subjection, reverencing your husbands. It's your brother Azor from GMS St. Louis, coming with a video, and of course, everybody is all in a frenzy, over this election. You have all these bugged out celebrities trying to basically uh, coerce, the black community, especially men, to rally behind Kamala Harris. In any event, it really doesn't matter who you vote for because the Israelites are not considered. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are not considered in these policies, man, as far as any benefit. Whoever gets is selected into office will not have our best interests at heart. They're only looking to capitalize off of us in our calamity, you see? And really, pursuant to the law, we are not to select and put anybody over us or in charge of us, a king or a ruler, whatever, that's not one of our people. That's not of the 12 tribes of Israel. You see? But we'll grab a few precepts and I'm gonna play a little bit of little video of basically Kamala admitting to not doing anything specifically for us, but she would use, this black girl magic, which she's not. She's an Edomite or an Elamite. Which is not of our people. Um, this is Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. You see? The Lord chose the Israelites, man, above all the other nations. So we shouldn't be looking for acceptance from these heathens, man. Let me go to the 17th chapter and verse 15. I start at 14. When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy power giveth thee, and shalt possess it, and shalt dwell therein, and shalt say, I will set a king over me, like as all the nations that are about me, because the Heavenly Father Yahweh was our king, man. That's who led us and was king over us. But our people wanted kings just like the other nations. Verse 15, thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy power shall choose. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mayest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. You see, you're not supposed to be an Israelite and out here voting for, the other nations to rule over you, man. They not gonna have your best interest anyway. You see, let's go to book of Jeremiah, uh, chapter 15 and verse 5. For who shall have pity upon thee, O Jerusalem? Or who shall bemoan thee? Or who shall go aside to ask how thou doest? Thou hast forsaken me, saith the Lord, thou art gone backwards. Therefore will I stretch out my hand against thee and destroy thee. I am weary with repenting. Hey, you see, the Lord is asking the question, who will bemoan thee? Who is going to go aside to ask how thou doest? Nobody, man. None of these other nations give a damn about the Israelites, man. They only start pandering to you around election time to pacify you. And then it's 4 more years of the same neglect, man. When are you going to wake up? The scriptures say, how long will ye love simplicity? You simple ones, roughly paraphrasing, man. Just the same charade every 4 years, man. We should be looking to the Lord's rescuing us, man. And our true king, King David, to sit on the throne and be king over us, man, in our own land. This is just a waste of time, man. Um, Real quick, let me get Romans 12:2. And it reads, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And how do you renew your mind? Through the scriptures, man. You can easily spot the bullshit. The Lord is dealing with you and send the spirit of wisdom to dwell with you to help you see what's going on. That ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh. You see, and these people so conform to this world that they just they uh, rush up and line up, break their necks to go and participate in this when it's not going to benefit them, man. It's not going to benefit them. Let me play a little bit of this.
Do you support reparations for black people?
Well, listen,
You
again,
already
we
know.
had over 200 years of slavery. We had Jim Crow.
Well, listen, you already know. It was a yes or no. Yes or no answer. And we had years of Jim Crow and slavery. Yeah, your people, your ancestors had slaves in the Caribbeans, man. But she trying to pander to the Israelites, man, to the so called black woman and black man to ease the suspicion, just like they did with Obama. He was a Hamite. Now people rooted for him, and guess what? He ushered in the Rainbow Coalition and gave them laws. Here it is again. Get a tear, somebody who looks like an Israelite, culture how to speak and act and all this. Get these ratchet celebrities to come and appease to them. People are simple, man. But guess what? They
For almost a
we
century.
play this.
We had legalized discrimination and segregation, and now we have segregation and discrimination that is not legal but still exists and is a barrier to progress. We have disparities around housing, we have disparities around education, we have disparities around income. And we have to recognize that everybody did not start out on an equal footing in this country. And in particular, black people have not. And so we have got to recognize that and do something about that and give folks a lift up. That's why, for example, I'm proposing the Lift Act. Give people who are making $100,000 or less as a family a tax credit, which will benefit and uplift 60% of black families who are in poverty.
So by default, it affects black families, but there's not a particular policy for African Americans that you would explore.
But no, if you look at the reality of who will benefit from certain policies, when you take into account that they're not starting at the same place and they're not starting on equal footing, it will directly benefit black children, black families, black homeowners, because the disparities are so significant. So if we focus on the specific issues that have resulted in the greatest disparities, and we understand that that's part of why we're doing it. Listen, the reality also is this. Any policy that will benefit black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No, because whatever benefits that black family will benefit that community and society as a whole and the country. Right?
No, it's not right. Because they didn't hesitate to pass the Asian hate crime bill. Three Asians get knocked out and they got a crime bill passed. So if they wanted to, they would, but we are not considered. Everyone knows they play keep away with the Israelites. Monkey in the middle. But when it comes to the other nations, they hate each other, but they confederate with each other when it comes to screwing over the Israelites, man. Um, let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 83, and verse 1. Keep not thou silent, Salakia, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones, the Israelites, man. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And this is why black people. 10 years later, African American, colored, Negroes. You see? Every byword that they can think of, because they would not call us the Israelites. They would not call the tribe of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans, the tribe of Issachar, or the Jamaicans, the tribe of Benjamin, or the Levites, the so-called Haitians, the tribe of Levi. They're not gonna call the so-called black man the tribe of Judah, because that's going to connect us back to our heritage, and we're going to know that we are special, and we're going to act different. But the Lord is going to restore us, man. Verse 5, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom, so-called white men, the Ishmaelites, the so-called Arabs, Moab, the so-called Chinese, and the Hagarenes, more Hamites, Gabal and Ammon. Ammon is the so-called Japanese, and Amalek is the Ish people that you can't speak about. the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre, so more Hamites. You see, hey, and Elam, they don't like us either, man. All these nations don't like us, man, and they know who we are. And as long as we don't know who we are, they're gonna play this game. Sitting up here, got Cardi B endorsing like all these ratchet celebrities, man. Like that's what they think of you so called black women, man. Oh, just put some ratchet twerk music on and they'll vote for me. Pathetic. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. Right, man. Bull, all this foolishness is highly esteemed, man. They love it. And the rich, which are the Israelites, man, they sit in a low place, man. We're the natural kings and rulers and princesses of the planet. But we on the bottom right now until the Lord delivers us out of this. Ain't no candidate gonna do anything for us on our behalf, man. Got some Cardi B like she make any sense. This is Proverbs 9 and verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Now, if you listen to her speech, you'll see the straight foolishness, man. Straight foolishness. Neither party is going to do anything for us. You see, and these celebrities are controlled, man. They don't have a mind of their own. What you see happening when they do have a mind of their own, they get rid of them one way or another. Let me go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 40 and 17. And it reads, all nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. You see? So what are you trying to be equal and trying to what do you care about another nation ruling over you for? It's silly, man. Let me go to the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. What is not our rest? America, man. This is not our rest. And our people try so hard to make it here like there is no life after this, man. You know, we inherit the kingdom of heaven. You see? So if we have to suffer a little on this side, it's worth it for the kingdom. Because all you're gonna run into on this side in this society is defiling yourselves, transgressing the laws, and being made a spectacle, and not a spectacle unto the Lord, but a spectacle unto these fools, man. Look at these guys that get elevated in this society. It's a hard fall down. The things you have to do to progress to that height, man. They gonna pull the rug from up under you. You see, it ain't even worth it. It's not even worth it. We should be basic praying for the Lord to redeem us and set us in our land with our own king. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 And um, I'll start at verse 20. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. And say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation, because the nation of Israel split into two kingdoms, a northern kingdom and a southern kingdom. Today, the northern kingdom would be considered mostly of the Spanish speaking Israelites and the so called Native American Israelites, the tribe of Gad, Reuben, um, and the southern kingdom, Benjamin, Judah, Levi, the so called Jamaican, Haitian, and the Negro. So, our kingdom was split, but the Lord is going to restore us, like I said. And I will make them one nation in the land, and I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all. And they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms any more at all. Verse 23, neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions. But I will save them out of all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them, so they shall be my people, and I will be their God. And David my servant shall be king over them, and they all shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments, and observe my statutes, and do them. You see? And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children's children forever, and my servant David shall be their prince forever. You see? So really, you doing all this in vain. Doing all this in vain, expecting a beneficial outcome. It's just pure folly. But I hope this has been an edifying lesson. I'm going to say Kwame Yasharala, Shalom, and a Baba Ball.